We are on a trip to the Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary, where we have booked a log house, deep inside the jungle. We, the group of 4 friends, entered the forest pathway and followed the guide. Though my telelens and camera was quite heavy during such long trails, it is an unavoidable component during forest visits. A trek of around 90 minutes through the forest is required to reach our destination from Main Road. Based on the suggestion from our guide, Mr. Vijayan, we decided to take a path parallel to the river. Usually, as birds and other animals are highly active near water resources during evening, we chose to walk along the river bank. This river, named Chinnar River, originates in Animalai Hills, and is one among the 2 rivers which runs through the sanctuary. As the forest hut was situated deep inside the jungle and cannot be accessed by vehicles, we had to carry all our basic requirements during our trek itself. The river shore is home to tall trees with long and deep roots. Many of these trees are ideal habitat for owls, and we were searching for the same during our trek. The roots of some trees were so huge that it had the length and radius of some medium-sized trees. Elephant dunks were seen all along the trekking path, which added to the tensions of the fellow travelers. Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary is famous for grizzled giant squirrels. I was lucky enough to photograph one of them during the beginning of our trek itself. Even though my friends were having large backpacks, they helped me by carrying the heavy wildlife camera gear, while I was filming the trip using a smaller camera. Elephants used to slide in muddy areas for steep downward movement, and the marks were seen along the way. Guide informed us that it is a regular elephant track, which they use to travel for drinking water. We were not used to regular treks and were getting exhausted. Usually during this period of the year, the vegetation inside the wildlife sanctuary would have started getting dried up. The rains which the sanctuary received for a couple of weeks have kept the greenery live. The path was filled with thick vegetation, and we had to be cautious of reptiles and snakes. The guide took us to a beautiful place, where two rivers were joining to form a single one. My friends was getting ready for photographs and we decided to take a short break there. The rivers joining here were Chinnar River and Pambar River. Spending evening in such beautiful places, deep inside dense forest, is a feeling everyone should experience. These kinds of memories forced me to go ahead with such a break in Chinnar. We started moving parallel to Pambar River, but keeping distance from the river shore. While we were moving through an open area with wider visibility along the Chinnar River, the forest takes a different style when we started moving this way ahead. The pathway was getting denser with bushes as we moved ahead. We saw the green-colored roof of the log house, inside a compound protected by thick stone walls. We were excited to see the ambience of the location we have chosen for our stay. We kept our luggage and sat on a rock in front of the hut, while the guide was preparing the room for us. All of us were tired, but the location and its magical environment energized us. We relaxed outside the hut for quite some time, enjoying the cool breeze from Pambar River, before the night falls.